Sean Francis. And because you're all trying to get those sugar plums out of your head, we are here to bring the local, national, and world news that you may have missed.
You're welcome, Grand Rapids. This is
NewsFlash. Ding ding. No dong. Our top story tonight, 6 individuals were arrested in Monroe, Michigan on Christmas morning after 3 of them, all teenage males, were caught trying to steal used cars off of a lot. And because you only got to get your driver's hours some way these days, so apparently one of them crashed into another parked vehicle, presumably because he hadn't thought to take the giant bow off of the hood. So it's never too late to get a lump of coal in your stocking, though, but in this case, they also dragged 3 adult relatives onto the naughty list with them. If only they had remembered that the Honda Day spirit can stay with us throughout the entire year.
a New Hampshire woman returned home from a trip to Europe with what she thought was over $3,000 in leather bags and jackets she had purchased as gifts, only to find that somebody had replaced them with dog food. This was obviously a major misunderstanding, as the salesman who sold her the goods said they were 100% pure Ena.
Phoenix Theaters, which is based neither in Phoenix, Arizona, nor from the ashes of a mythological bird, recently announced themselves as the new owners of the movie theater located at Woodland Mall. And according to a press release, they have completely renovated the place, which is set to feature 4K projectors, Dolby Atmos sound, heated and reclining seats with subwoofers for immersive butt-rumbling technology, and a few other touches to look forward to. An upscale lounge replacing the arcade, which will feature a self-playing grand piano, as well as, this is true, self-serve wine dispensers at the concession stands. So, you know, looks like we are primed and ready to enter the decadent jazz age of the Roaring '20s, right on schedule. We get blitzed on rosé right before getting our ass blown out at a talkie. So, if that doesn't quite make sense chronologically and historically, good, it's 2022, nothing matters anymore.
In other movie news, the multiverse crossover star-studded Spider-Man No Way Home already set a record on its release as the second largest opening weekend of all time.
Dang.
But last week set another milestone as it became the first film to gross over $1 billion since 2019.
Dang.
However, since it's technically 3 franchises combined, it really should only count as 3,500 million, you amateurs.
Yesterday marked the 25th anniversary of the murder case of child pageanter John Benet Ramsey that captivated the nation in the ensuing years. Investigators in Boulder, Colorado released statistics over the weekend in order to demonstrate just how much work has taken place in the decades since. So some of these measurements included over 21,000 tips, letters, or emails received and investigated, as well as 750 out of a total of 1,000 DNA samples having been retested with updated technology. And now, while this all might sound like tedious and joyless work, the scientists have been keeping their spirits up, performing their duties to the tune of 99 bottles of beer on the wall. Take them down, scan it around, 751 DNA samples on the wall.
Chinese New Year is February 1st this year, and 2020 is the year of the tiger. Wow. To celebrate, a tiger at the John Ball Zoo has tested positive for COVID-19. According to a representative from the zoo, their tigers, chimpanzees, lions, snow leopards, and small carnivores are all completely vaccinated or are scheduled to receive their second vaccination. If you're keeping score at home, this means we have reached the point in the pandemic where zoo animals are more vaccinated than the general human population, which is 2 steps away from the animals forming a union and forcing the zoo closed for their health and safety until every guest is vaccinated.
Zoo animal rights. 3 members of the K-pop group BTS also tested positive for COVID this week, so I think we can all expect a cure in about 2 weeks, probably. The entirety of Gen Z is going to band together to save Suga, RM, and Jen from this terrible fate. So, in the meantime, it's unknown how the other 27 members of BTS are holding up. Luckily for them, life goes on through the blood, sweat, and tears. This louder-than-bombs attack from the black swan of COVID. This vaccine should cut through the virus like butter and blast it like dynamite and let them reach a brand new day tomorrow Because We Are All Bulletproof Part 2. Yes, those are all BTS songs. And no, I have never listened to a BTS song intentionally. But just in case this video ever gets out, we here at NewsFlash are proud members of the BTS Army. Yes, we hope all of you fellow fans will spare us when the Great Reckoning occurs.
Fox 43 TV in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania went all in to research the gender of Santa's reindeer. Now, many have been saying that Santa's reindeer are all female due to the fact that they are traditionally portrayed with antlers, and male reindeer lose theirs long before the holidays occur. But hold on. After interviewing 7 different scientific sources, Fox 43 News discovered that castrated male reindeer also keep their antlers. So Santa's reindeer might all be castrated males, which makes sense considering in the off-season, the reindeer are tasked with guarding Santa's harem.
Makes sense.
The most amazing part of the story is that the gender of Santa's reindeer is even in question.
Right.
This obsession about the war on Christmas and the war on gender is yet completely unsurprising and on brand for any Fox News entity. And yet, we also don't know exactly how Santa's elves are responsible for making toy balls at the North Pole, so...
Sorry, Rudolph. Taco Bell is adding, there's no good transition for this. Taco Bell is adding a new extremely limited time only item to their menu for 1 week only, starting January 6th, and only after 2 p.m. each day. You can order bone-in chicken wings coated in a queso seasoning. Market research shows that people were already complaining about finding chicken bones in their meals anyway, so that's just them leading into it. Scrambling to compete, Buffalo Wild Wings announced that they will start airing all of their sports events in Baja Blast Vision. Yeah, amazing.
Archaeologists hit the jackpot while exploring 2 shipwrecks off the Mediterranean coast and uncovered hundreds of Roman artifacts, such as jewelry, gems, and hundreds of silver coins. The story is still in development, however, so we'll update you next week on the price of their earnings once the archaeologists manage to get to a coin Starr.
A professor at University of Tennessee Chattanooga was disappointed this week after discovering that the $50 bill he had hidden in a locker at campus at the beginning of the semester was still unclaimed. All that any of the 71 students in his class needed to do would be to find the cash, was to read the syllabus carefully in order to find the locker location and combination. You know, one of those kids really should have found that money, because also hidden on the back of the bill were all the answers to the Section 3 exam. But I don't know if that's true or not. That could be a joke. But our NewsFlash research team found that it didn't stop there. The dollar bill had a serial number on it, which, if you held it up to the light, it matched a Dewey Decimal Code to a library book, which was one of the required texts for the class, ironically enough. Inside of which, on page 50, were coordinates that led to a couch in the Student Activity Center, inside of which there was a hidden bottle of Everclear, inside of which there was a gift card which would give them 3 free swipes a week at any campus dining.
Man.
Wow.
You gotta wonder how long and boring that syllabus was.
Right.
If you want students to read the syllabus, maybe you should have posted it on TikTok. Smash that follow button and leave a brain emoji to get the deets.
Yeah, fair.
Speaking of smashed, Finland's Prime Minister, Sanna Marin, went out clubbing after being exposed to someone with COVID. And we say clubbing, we meant she was out drinking and dancing. It's not like she was beating baby seals over the head with baseball bats.
We could have used a way more graphic photo for this, so just be glad we used restraint.
All Marin did, though, was dance while exposing people to needless disease and death. Killing baby seals would be cruel.
Yeah. Back to TikTok. Oh my God, you guys, TikTok was more popular than Google in 2021. You know what this means. The boomers are coming! Yeah! You know that they are all gonna start their own channels as a branding opportunity. So look forward to your dad's accountant trying to connect with you and do tutorials on which dance steps will make your 2022 tax returns thinner, richer, and better in bed.
And your mom's TikTok channel is just her asking how you're doing and requesting that you duet her videos to show her how to use TikTok.
Mm-hmm. And your MAGA hat uncle doing I don't even want to know.
Meanwhile, all the Gen Z and young millennial hipsters are like, I haven't even been on TikTok since 2019. Catch me on anarcho-capitalist Pinterest.
Yeah.
Do you drive a Tesla? Well, if you do, you're driving it wrong. In the first place, you're driving a Tesla. You paid more for it because it's supposed to be a superior driving experience. And also comes with passenger mode, which lets you play video games while you're driving your Tesla. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration has a problem with that and has opened what they call a probe into the matter. To sum it up, if you're playing Grand Theft Auto while driving a Tesla, you might just want to admit that you've already been ripped off. Save that experience for the inevitable Uber Meta crossover game.
Yes, you know, Josie, I've just been in a real crummy mood this whole week. I don't know what it is.
What's wrong, Sean?
I don't know. The holiday, it's just like all this bad news and everything. It's just bringing me down, and nothing seems to be doing the trick.
Well, that's why we're here. We're here to, make light of the news and give some laughs for the people.
I don't know. I guess I've just been in kind of a Scroogey mood. Whoa! Spirit!
I'm the host of NewsFlash Pass!
What, Haley? Hey, Haley, you our former co-host, Haley, everybody! Hey, but we haven't seen you since you left us earlier this year.
I was banished to the other side of I-96 in Ypsilanti!
Wait,
I moved.
what are those around your neck?
These are the credentials that haunt me of the jokes that I wrote and I didn't get to deliver on this stage.
Well, wait a minute. Well, maybe we could help get you freed from your chains and get me out of the Christmas funk by letting you read some of these NewsFlash stories.
Ooh,
Do you
what do
want
you
to do
think?
that? Oh, yeah.
I just so happen to have some of those news jokes with me.
Oh, wow. This wasn't prepared at all.
No, it wasn't. The Fisher-Price Chatter phone toy was found to have Bluetooth security issues, allowing for potential eavesdropping. Rather than recall it, however, Fisher-Price decided to just lean in and rebrand it as Baby's First Wiretap! Brought to you by spokesbaby Eddie Snowday! Thanks, Patriot Act. I got one more.
Oh, yeah, no, please.
A Massachusetts cannabis company baked the world's largest pot brownie to honor National Brownie Day.
Ooh.
Yeah. The baked good weighs 850 pounds and contains 20,000 milligrams of THC. Well, you should probably just eat half to start off with and see how you feel, right? Yeah, just half.
Oh, yeah, Haley, everybody! Yeah! All right. That'll get me out of my Christmas funk for sure. I'm already good. Thank you, Haley.
I'll stick around.
Yeah, thanks.
We'd also like to thank our writers for NewsFlash this week. If you'd like to see your name up here, you can submit your jokes to comedyoutletmondays@gmail.com with the subject NewsFlash Tips.
Yeah.
Don't forget to follow Comedy Outlet Mondays on Facebook, YouTube.
Yeah, I got it, Haley. Thank you. Haley, everybody. Yeah, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter. You can rewatch videos from past shows, get notified of lineups for future shows, find our submission form to get your own act on our stage, and learn about other ways to get involved. And now, Grand Rapids, you're welcome, NewsFlash!